Everything explained in this video is summarized from the CoinMarketCap, and also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for future XRP news and some other cryptocurrency news in general. Now take a look at this. XRP may be used to pay fine, suggests crypto lawyer. Jeremy Hogan believes that the next major issue in Ripple and its ongoing struggle with the SEC may not be simply about the $125 million punishment anymore, but rather about how that money might be paid. This is according to Hogan. A well-known legal expert in the XRP community thinks that there is a possibility that Ripple might pay the bill not in cash, but rather in the token itself. This is something that could happen. Now let's take a step back. Ripple was found to have broken securities laws when it sold XRP to institutional investors without first registering it with the appropriate authorities. This decision was made by a federal judge in August of 2023. As a consequence, a punishment of $125 million was imposed, and a permanent injunction was issued to prevent any further infractions. At this time, Hogan has initiated a discussion around the possibility of Ripple paying that fine in XRP rather than USD. It is based on a historic case that was heard by the Supreme Court in the year 1869. During that time, the court recognized the possibility of a contract being performed in gold rather than dollars. According to this line of reasoning, there are situations in which specific performance, such as paying in a commodity, makes more sense than rigidly adhering to money. A fast forward to the present day reveals that there is a contention that Ripple and the SEC might reach an agreement to settle the fine in XRP. This is particularly significant given that the United States Treasury manages the digital asset stockpile, which the token might be invited to join. But there is a catch to this. It is a penalty, and penalties normally go straight to the United States Treasury. The amount of $125 million is a penalty. XRP for dollar swap is a non-starter if the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, does not support it. In the meantime, the digital asset plan that the United States government is implementing does not appear to be doing XRP any favors, even though it is being addressed at the highest levels. The strategic Bitcoin reserve is where Bitcoin is kept as a long-term reserve asset, giving it the VIP treatment that this asset deserves. But what about XRP? At the same time as other alternative cryptocurrencies like Cardano and Solana, it may be stored in the United States digital asset stockpile, where the Treasury Department can sell it whenever it chooses. Ripple's ongoing litigation against the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has resulted in a remarkable development. Conversations have appeared discussing the prospect of resolving a $125 million penalty using XRP, the company's native cryptocurrency. This is a noteworthy development. This unconventional repayment option could be on the table, especially in light of an executive order issued by the president that has sparked debate about alternative payment methods in legal contexts, according to the insights that were offered by Jeremy Hogan, a legal authority. What aspects of XRP make it a viable option for payment? Even though the court has decided to impose the fine in United States dollars, Hogan highlighted that there is a theoretical framework that may be used to satisfy the fine using XRP. He brought attention to a pertinent legal case known as Willard v. Taylor, in which gold was allowed to be used as a method of payment for signing a contract. In light of this precedence, it appears that Ripple's proposal to pay in XRP has the potential to acquire popularity, provided that it is given the appropriate legal approval. Does this arrangement have the approval of the SEC? Even though Hogan acknowledged the possibility that the court could provide clearance for such a payment, he continued to stress the importance of obtaining consent from the SEC to proceed. As of right now, the Securities and Exchange Commission has not demonstrated any inclination to acknowledge XRP as a legitimate payment mechanism, which makes the outcome unpredictable. This topic has consequences that extend to broader economic considerations, particularly because the United States government is currently reevaluating its position on cryptocurrencies. However, if XRP is recognized, it has the potential to bring about large market movements as well as an increase in government revenue. However, such changes would require extensive legal review. Jeremy Hogan thinks that XRP payment might, in theory, be successful. A case from the past points to the possibility that other payment methods could be legally viable. Obtaining the authorization of the SEC is essential for the realization of any transaction. It is dependent on the decisions of the courts as well as the conversations that take place between Ripple and the SEC. As conversations continue between the parties involved and the rulings of the court are made, it will become more evident what the conclusion of Ripple's lawsuit will be and whether or not XRP might be used to settle fines. Fred Rispoli, an attorney, believes that the continuing dispute between Ripple and the SEC may be resolved without any modifications being made to the judgment of $125 million that was issued against Ripple. It was stated by the legal expert that the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, might be waiting for new leadership before reaching a final decision. Ripple has been the subject of negotiations regarding the possibility of negotiating a reduced penalty or an alternative settlement as a result of this. Litigation between Ripple and the SEC may result in a $125 million judgment, even though it has withdrawn previous litigation linked to cryptocurrencies. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, which is currently led by a commission that is 2-1 in favor of cryptocurrencies and is led by interim chair Mark Uyeda, has not abandoned its case against Ripple. Frederick Rispoli, a legal analyst, stated in an X post that he believes the agency is waiting for Paul Atkins, the new nominee for the position of SEC chair, to enter office before making any more judgments regarding the issue. According to Fred Rispoli, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, might avoid further legal fights if it were to abandon the appeal and maintain the sentence of $125 million. If this is true, the best satisfaction of this is that it nullifies the thousands of hours of work put in by SEC staff to get the $125 million judgment, Rispoli remarked in a post on X. This is the best satisfaction of this. When it comes to the cryptocurrency business, the litigation between Ripple and the SEC continues to be one of the most complicated legal disputes. Although the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has recently closed proceedings against Kraken, Coinbase, and Consensys, it has not yet taken Ripple to the same level of punishment. Some legal experts think that the injunction that prohibits Ripple from selling XRP to institutions could be a significant contributor to the delay. Controversy regarding the payments made with XRP and strategic reserves. There has been a lot of speculation that Ripple would be able to settle the $125 million punishment by sending XRP rather than cash. A market analyst by the name of Vincent Van Code suggested that Ripple might be in negotiations to pay the punishment in XRP, which might then be allocated to a cryptocurrency reserve that is controlled by the government. Some are speculating that Ripple, rather than paying $125 million in dollars, provides the equivalent in XRP to the new crypto strategic reserve, Van Code writes.